Okay, so here we are. It's been since November when I found the combination of several components to make this really fabulous hair pomade that helps to grow my hair. I don't know if anyone knows about this, but I was infected with a fungus. I did not know I had a fungus because I had never ever in my life had a fungus. It took me several years to figure out how to destroy the fungus without chemicals. So I did it naturally, and it took me a while, brainstorming and intuition and God's intervention. And so I finally found the component, the several components that makes it work. So now I have some photos that I took in the beginning of my scalp and how it was patched. This right now you're seeing is since November 2005. Now we're in June 2016. My hair has gotten longer on the sides. It looks healthy. I just gave it a hot press. No perm. There's no perm here. So it's a hot press at the roots and just bring it through with a flat iron. Now I'll show you what so I did an application of the pomade through my hair, right? So I'm going to show you what my hair looks like now. So you see that, if I can hold this up, you see that the specks are there is the compound that's not been fully mixed, but it'll soften up and fall into your hair. So you create this pomade and you put it on your scalp. I mean, there was a time where there was no hair all around this whole perimeter, and you can see that I think this was the hot spot of the fungus, and even that is starting to grow hair. It's a slow process, but it's something that it can be done if you have patience. So now how I wear my hair. I wear my hair up in a bun, and I do a nice brush up and a bun, and I'll show you that. All right, I'm gonna stop, and then I'll show you what I've done. Right back. Okay, now you can see that I did my hair. You can see a little bit of faintness, like thinness here, but not so bad. I mean, it was a lot worse. Trust me, it was a lot worse. See? Then I can fade it in. It's doable to walk out the street, until it grows in. I should fill that in a little bit more. Use a softening brush to, even it out. Balance it out. I can do a little bit better with two hands, but this is just for you can see it. So this is a interesting experiment. I've been enjoying it. Had to deal with the fact that I lost a vast majority of hair on the top of my head. I was wearing hats a lot of times. And they were crazy hats. I had my hair very short. Even when my hair was very, very short, it still showed the fungus area. So you have to get rid of the fungus totally from your scalp. Totally from your scalp. And it's easier now because I know how to do it. And then once you destroy the fungus, then you got to build your immune system from within. Because a fungus is a fungus, and it, not just attacks the top of your skin, it also attacks your whole body, in and out. So fungus inside your body, you have fungus on the top of your skin. So that's something to talk about the next time, how to get rid of this fungus that's in your system that's preventing you to have a healthy immune system. So it makes your hair it lays your hair down very, very nicely. Once you get a warm press, not a hard press, like a warm press, and then you line it through, oil your scalp with it, lay it on thick, and then use your brush to kind of like get it through. Then you use this brush, a nice good brush, to pull it all up, and then you use your finishing brush to soften your edges. And it really holds your hair very nicely. At night, what I normally do is I put a cap on it because it is oily and it will, stain your linen, but it's not like you're gonna slide out of your bed, slip, oily. It's just gonna be, it's got a couple of days it'll subside, but first couple of nights you kind of like put a little cap on, and I created a nice little cap that I can use. So that's my explanation of how to get rid of fungus and also to grow your hair. It's a process that takes a while, so you got to just take your time. All right, bye.